Alright guys, I'm back. And I got some news for you to do. I'm actually coming in on a Thursday because I gotta work up. I have to pave my pavement on my driveway. So that needs to happen for the end of summer before my brother goes back to work, so yeah. So you've seen this video, it's on a Thursday, so it'll be uploaded tomorrow, and I got another video I'm gonna upload alongside it. I was a bit more active this week on YouTube. I had a lot more time to make some videos, but anyways, let's get into it. So, your Xbox home screen will look a lot more beautiful as soon as today. A new home update makes a lot of changes to customization, but the marquee features is the big, splashy background area, and people were, for the update, people were complaining about the fact that they can't see their new dynamic backgrounds for their background image. It was kind of like the icons were covering it up, but that's not the only improvement. You got the, I'll show you on a video screenshot from my Series S. I was playing the other day and randomly I was watching anime on my Xbox to the internet, and randomly halfway through it, my console kicked me back to the home screen. I'm like, what happened? And it updated in real time, and I got the new background set going. So that was funny, interesting thing. But the new UI update also makes a number of changes to how you can find and organize your games in the app's. A quick access menu makes it easier to find in your library, the Microsoft Store Game Pass search, and settings menu. You'll also be able to pin your favorite games and even system groups. Like quick resume into, I never use that feature. I have yet to use it since the console's inception. Into the home screen, and Microsoft says it boosts discoverability by offering personalized recommendations of the games, a better look at your community groups with its own dedicated area. Microsoft says that at first the update will only roll out as a subset of Xbox owners, so you may have to wait a few weeks before your Xbox updates. Once the update does hit, you can consult Xbox Guide to Customizing Your Home for tips on getting the most out of your screen real estate. Am I part of a partner program? That's probably why I got it. I don't know. Just tell me what you guys, if you guys that own an Xbox, tell me if you guys got the update. I have no idea if, because I haven't really been keeping 100% track of it. I'm pretty sure I signed up for the partner program, or insider, or whatever. So, I don't know if I'm one of the first, or blah, blah, blah. It's not like I pay attention to this stuff. God, I mean, I got it the other day, so. Anyways, moving on. Xbox update lets you map keyboard keys to your controller. A new console Xbox update coming to the Insider program lets you users map keyboard's keys to your controller. The Xbox is always getting new updates that add features and improve performance, but this week's alpha update included a feature that might surprise you now. Certain Xbox users will be able to bind keyboard keys to buttons on their controllers. First, we should note that this update is only available through the Xbox Insider program, specifically its Alpha Ring. It also only works with the Xbox Elite Wireless Controller Series 2 and the Xbox Adaptive Controller. If you meet these requirements and download the update, you can now map keyboard keys to your controller with the Xbox Accessory app. The process for doing this is similar to any binding, as it requires you to create or edit a new profile. Select the button to map, and you should see it as an option. There are few limits to the functionality. You can only map one controller button to a given key. So you can include modifiers keys such as Shift, Control, Alt, and the Windows key. This feature allows also game dependent, so it will vary considerably depending on the game you play. So you can now map keyboard keys to your controllers, guys. You PC players out there. This is about the hardware sales. between Sony and Xbox. You'd start to see a stark difference between the two, with Xbox going the service route for the most part. Xbox and Sony's recent hardware sales reports tell very different stories. Hardware revenues dipped 13% year over year in Microsoft's latest earnings report. And that isn't really that surprising because Microsoft's got Game Pass, and they only have the two hardware subsets in the market, the Series X and S. And it just makes sense. And they have no plans to make any new hardware this year from what they've gone publicly saying, which that definitely shows in the sales. Xbox just reported its Q4 and full year earnings for this period ending June 30th, 2023, which included hardware revenues decline year over year 13%. And while steady declines may seem expected enough for a console almost 3 years into its life cycle, its competitor Sony has recently been enjoying its best PlayStation sales yet. And this has a lot to do with, as I said, their turn into the services route, less focused on hardware. Sony's got their PlayStation 5 Pro rumored to be coming out. They got their Project Q, which I will get into here in a second. They're really cranking on the hardware lever and trying to push out as much hardware. They got their VR headsets, which I think are overpriced, and that's just me. I'm not really a VR guy, so that's just, I feel like it's just another console purchase at that point, which I don't know, I can't justify it in my mind. But anyways, we're gonna move on here. You got the PlayStation handheld leak suggests Project Q runs on Android, and I posted this on Twitter, but then abruptly took it down because I didn't know if Twitter would ding me for it, so there's that. But I had some leaks up on my Twitter for a bit when it came to the Project Q Lite. Sony returns to handheld gaming, kind of, but see it make use of Android's operating system. But I'll follow up with those tweets that I took down on here and just go over it in this video. Let's pull this down. So somebody managed to get their hands on a leaked early version of the device. I don't know if they work for Sony over it. This looks like Japanese, kind of, or some Korean or China. Is it Hiragana if it's Chinese? I could be freaking wrong. I don't know. But and we can see some pictures here. Nothing in it. This is strictly a speaking device. No guts in the system whatsoever. Go back. Since it was first announced during the PlayStation showcase, Sony has kept details on its handheld streaming device. Project Q tightly under wraps thanks to a recent leak. It looks like information on the operating system has leaked, and it looks like the basic version of Android is currently being used. So this runs on the Android operating system, apparently. This is likely still a work in progress OS, which will probably be upgraded to be more in line with the standard PlayStation 5 console experience. And to be honest, there's plenty of other handhelds. I don't know. This is strictly for streaming. If you're an early adopter and you want to throw the money into the pot, then great. But if you're one of those guys that just doesn't have the money for like something like this, I wouldn't bother getting it. Finally, a new Sony handheld gaming console, kind of. And another article here. No price for this yet. But if they're marketing it around $299, same as a Switch, it's not worth getting. So we got COD Modern Warfare 2 Season 5 release date and details. A fresh season of COD means a new battle pass. I haven't jumped into COD since Season 3. New DLC, weapons to unlock, and more. Season 5 of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 Warzone 2 is quickly approaching, with a release date expected to arrive at the start of August. Here is everything you already announced for the big update, plus some potential leaks for Season 5. Trailer here. They lost me when they did the superheroes in the freaking in the operator's shop and stuff like that, and I was like, what are you doing? None of this makes any sense anymore. Yeah, well, you're not doing that. What to expect from Season 5? A brand new season of Call of Duty generally includes a 100-tier pass to level up, and I've got enough of that with Halo right now. Unlike more weapons, cosmetics, seasonal passes usually contains at least one operator or 2 DLC weapons. Yeah, well, it's not that long ago that I remember Season 4 just dropping, so that's kind of crazy. We're already on Season 5 in this one. Moving on. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 leaks potential release date and everything we might know so far. Leaks and rumors are quickly surfacing. For this year's upcoming Call of Duty, here's everything we know so far. As to be expected, Call of Duty game is releasing this fall. The official title is not fully confirmed by Activision, but leaks suggest Activision is continuing with a reboot of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. Here is everything rumored so far. From what I can understand of it, it's just a build on Modern Warfare 2, the current one. Hence the expansion quotation marks. A date has not been revealed yet, but the previously reported Charlie Intel the game is seemingly set for November 23rd, I mean fall. It's generally every time they release a new Call of Duty game, it's around that time. Anyway, so as the release month was leaked by the judge overseeing Activision FTC court battle on June 3rd. Yeah, yielded a bunch of details. This also backs up the leak by industry insider Tom Henderson of the Insider Gaming. Henderson suggested the game will launch on November 10th, with campaign early access starting November 2nd, with beta weekends taking place on October 6th and through 10th and October 12th through 16th. As previously reported, this year's Call of Duty is rumored to be led in development by ShMoR3S Games, with the studios assisting the game will have a campaign, multiplayer, and a zombie element, according to Henderson's report. Modern Warfare 3 and zombies? It's something that's always been delegated to the Black Ops series, but that would be interesting. The artwork revealed on the Monster Energy drink promo shows Captain Price on the Modern Warfare series with a Modern Warfare 3 logo that sports the Roman numerals in red. The leak is further affirmed by ShMoR Games, changing its social media branding, including the 3 red marks. Ubisoft cancels Immortal Phoenix Rising sequel amid focus shift to major franchises report. So they're focusing on their Assassin's Creed franchise and pretty much canceling any projects they have in any other side things that they have working on right now. So Immortal Phoenix Rising in the dumpster bin, I guess. Early development has been alleged halted as company leadership raises concerns over the franchise's potential. Ubisoft has reportedly abandoned plans for a sequel to its 2020 mythological adventure game Immortal Phoenix Rising as the company shifts its focus towards its major franchises, according to sources familiar with the matter who spoke with Video Game Chronicles. Ubisoft Quebec was in early development of the follow-up game, but the project was ultimately scrapped this month due to previous challenges to establishing the IP. And this is the one that kind of turned heads kind of like on the internet. Apparently, everybody was like, upset about it. I'm just assuming, because I personally have never played this franchise, but I can see how people would get upset because Ubisoft has been making some cruddy decisions recently from their online store for PC and stuff like that. How your account gets terminated if you don't play it for a long period of time. But I don't know. Who knows anymore? These things. Game preservation, am I right? CD Projekt Red is laying off almost 10% of its workforce. CD Projekt Red says that it is now refining the shape of its game development teams going forward. They spelled going wrong, but I'm no linguist. CD Projekt Red has laid off 100 people, citing a need to undergo several deep transformations as it reduced its workforce by 9%. These layoffs will happen over several months, with some employees departing the company by March 2024. After reshaping our development process and incorporating agile methodologies, we're focusing on refining the shape of our team, CD Projekt CEO Adam Kaczynski said in a blog post that to meet our own high expectations and ambitions to create best role-playing games, we not only want to have the best people, but also the right teams. What we mean by that is having teams that are built around our project's needs teams that are more agile and more effective at this point in time. We're certain that for CDPR to grow, we need to be consistent in implementing that approach. CDPR is overstaffed, and those staff members affected by the layoffs will receive a comprehensive severance package. We want team members to have an ample time to process and adjust to the change, and craziness. Alright guys, any news I don't get here, I'll post in my Twitter, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.